Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Chris, and today we're gonna go through my toolbox on the TYM and what I keep in it. So here on the TYM, I have this Packout plate from ITC Quick Attach, and it is mounted to the loader arm. So I keep one of the Milwaukee ammo cans on it, and so let's take this off, open it up, and see what we got in it. So let's open this up. So in the top, I keep a few things. I keep a couple rags. Also keep a multi-tool in there. I have a little DeWalt tape measure that's got a little magnet on it. Also, it's got a little clip. Keep a couple linch pins. Also keep put linch pins over here. Also keep the washers from the Pat's Quick Attach system in here. The Ford and the TYM both have the Pat's Quick Attach on it. Just some hitch pins here. Milwaukee Fastback, I keep that in here. I also bought these the other day. These are the Work Pro Cobalt equivalent bolt cutters, like the Knipex ones, and they work pretty good. I'm keeping them in the tractor now, just because sometimes you get into a fence where fencing where you have to cut some stuff, or we actually use them to cut up cages for the rabbits. So I just keep that in there. Of course, keep a pin, one of the pins here, and got another pin here, and then that's a hitch pin. And then I also keep this is a double-sided ratchet that also has a spud type end on it. So those are good for lining up your pins on your 3-point. So, and then I keep a tire gauge. So that's all I keep in the top here. And then I keep my ear protection always. I usually use my ISO tunes ear muffs on the tractor, but I don't keep those in here. I keep those at my toolbox in the garage so that they can charge there. But I always keep an extra pair in there just in case my wife gets on the tractor, one of the kids, or my father-in-law. And then I always keep a pair of gloves in there. These are my favorite gloves. You can buy them by a 12-pack on Amazon. They last pretty well, so I always keep those in there. Right now, for whatever reason, I've got a pair of the Hardy winter gloves. So in the winter, I had these in there. So like I said, I always keep a couple pairs of those gloves in here. Let's see, what else do we have here? So these are the Doyle from Harbor Freight, just their type of channel locks. So that's a good thing to have in there. Here's another one of those. This one's got, I think it's 7/8 on one side. Let's see, 7/8 on one side and 3/4 on the other ratchet. So a lot of things I've actually been able to just use this instead of having to have a socket, but it's also got a spud into it. It came as a set. I've got some Fiskars, just snips. You never know when you're going to be out in the yard and need to do that. So I've got the Fiskars snips there, and then these are the Doyle screwdrivers. Just a Phillips head and a straight flathead. And then I've got various punches. Punches are good to have, like getting pins and stuff out that are not in the right spot. Let's see. And then in this bag right here, I have a cheap pair of lineman pliers. You can see they're pretty rusted. Don't use them much. Also have these are the 3/8 metric Makita set. So I have those in there. Also have the very, very cheap Pittsburgh brand case. I think it's Pittsburgh brand case of sockets from Harbor Freight. And then in this, I've also got a couple just crescent wrenches. And so as you can see, it's got just some sockets in there. And then at this time of year, I always keep some wasp and hornet killer on the tractor. You never know when you're going to come up against that. A couple more rags. Also keep these flags. I don't know why I put them in here, but these are like, long material flags. I have no idea why I put them in there, but they're in there. I've got some paracord. Also got a ratchet strap, just a small ratchet strap, and then got a bigger crescent wrench. That set's just the Pittsburgh from Harbor Freight. Got that there, and then this is the one I use the most. It's an adjustable spud wrench, so it's got the spud into it. And then some more punches and a chisel. So sometimes you need a little bit bigger punch, so I keep all that in there. And that's about it. That's really what I keep in the toolbox itself. And then so that's always on the tractor. So we just went through the toolbox that I keep on the TYM 2515. Some things maybe that you will want to keep in your toolbox, or maybe there's something I'm not keeping in the toolbox that I probably should. So I'd love for you to comment below on any of those things. And as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.